The Indian Classical Art Society is a new organization founded last year by passionate artists in 5 colleges, consisting of dancers and musicians eager to share their talent and knowledge with the surrounding communities. Your presence is greatly appreciated by the artists, and we hope you enjoy this journey to Indian classical dance and music.
We will begin with a vocal invocation to Saraswati, the Hindu goddess of academics and arts, by Bhavya, who will be accompanied by Isha playing the tabla, a pair of small drums played with the hands. Hindustani classical music is the traditional music of North India. It is based on the rag system, a melodic scale comprising of the notes from the basic 7: sa, re, ga, ma, pa, tha, and ni, similar to the Western notes of do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, and ti. The tabla is a percussion instrument consisting of the right hand, known as the daina, which is responsible for pitch, and the left hand, known as the baina, which is responsible for rhythm. Compositions played on the tabla are typically set to tals, known as rhythmic cycles, that involve notations set to a particular beat.
The Indian classical arts are rooted in the Natya Shastra, which provides an outline for the standards of stagecraft and the performing arts. There are 8 classical dance styles of India, each coming from different regions of the subcontinent. Each style requires that the artist masters a specific repertoire, along with the strength, grace, and emotion that each calls on. Tonight, we will be sharing with you 3 styles of classical dance, namely Bharatanatyam from South India, Kathak from North and Western India, and Odissi from Eastern India. Common to all classical dances are the three elements of nrita, or pure dance movements, nritya, or expressive movements of the body and facial expressions, and natya, or dramatic storytelling that combines facial expression, body movements, and gestures. The roots of Bharatanatyam trace back to the temples of South India. Movements are geometric and linear, and the expressions are highly stylized. The dancer wears alka, or red-colored dye on the fingertips and feet, to draw attention to the hand gestures and the feet movement, and uses dramatic eye makeup to emphasize the many facial expressions. Traditionally, the dancer is dressed in a five-piece costume sewn from a silk sari. A combination of flowers and temple jewelry adorns the hair and body, and salangai, or bells, are wrapped around the ankles. Avanti Dev, Kavya Ram, and Maya Dhavanshek will now present Gajavadana Karuna Sadhana, a composition in Tamil by Sri Papanasam students. It is a song of adoration for the elephant-faced god Ganesha, the son of Shiva, worshipped by sages and the foundation of the three worlds. He is a symbol of good luck as he joyfully removes obstacles and blesses his devotees with prosperity. The song is interspersed with jatis, or complex dance patterns. This piece has been choreographed by Guru Vijay Prakash and is set to Adi Talam in Ragam Sri Ranjana.
Gajavadana Karuna Sadhana
सर्वदिगंबर वेष्टित वेश मदंग मुनिवर पूजित ईशा सर्वदिगंबर वेष्टित वेश निरंजन नंदन वेश ईशा सर्वेश सर्वेश ईशा सर्वेश सर्वेश The birds and the bees swarm as you play your intoxicating melodies. Twamiha yache darashana dana, he Madhusudana Shanta. Yehi Murari is a composition in Sanskrit of Jayadeva Goswami and is set to Tala Kaherva and Raga Pahadi. This has been choreographed by Maithili Prakash and will be performed by Avanti De.
पितेव पुत्रस्य सखेव सख्युः प्रियः प्रियायार्हसि देवसो पितेव पुत्रस्य सखेव सख्युः प्रियः प्रियायार्हसि देवसो येहि मुरारे कुञ्जविहारी येहि प्रणत जनमन्दो 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 हे माधव मधुमदनरे केशव करुणासिन्धु येहि मुरारे कुञ्जविहारी येहि प्रणत रासनि कुञ्जे कुञ्जतिनियतं रासनि कुञ्जे कुञ्जतिनियतं रासनि कुञ्जे कुञ्जतिनियतं भ्रमरशतं किल गाता येहि निवृत वनमाता रासनि कुञ्जे सिंधो केशव करुणा सिंधो केशव करुणा केशव करुणा केशव करुणा सिंधु
On the east coast of India, in the state of Odisha, is located one of the most holy temple shrines of Lord Jagannath, who is the incarnation of Lord Vishnu and Lord Krishna. Today, Odissi is recognized as the oldest classical dance style and is popular worldwide. The stylistic movements of Odissi are circular in movements, and the body pose is called the Tribhuvan, with the hip deflected to one side. With quick turns and jumps and ever-changing rhythms, Odissi is a graceful but very hard and complex dance form to master. The five-piece costume sari is distinct in its temple motifs, as is the silver jewelry that is special and sacred to this classical form only. The first dance is the Manik Veena, or the jeweled musical instrument. Mahavesi performs a hymn to the goddess Saraswati, patron deity of the arts. The dancer makes gestures and offerings of water and flower to the goddess, visualizing her form and closing the dance with a salutation to the gods, Guru, and the family. The translation of the Sanskrit is, "O beautiful goddess, holding the jewel-studded veena, your graceful form and melodious voice fills this universe. Wearing the moon as your tiara in your hair, you discipline our minds, yet give us your blessings. You are seated in elegance, with the blue radiance of the Himalayas surrounding you. Divine beings come to offer you their salutations. Please bestow your blessings on me." Manik Veena is in raw bass, and this choreography is by our very own Guru Ranjana Devi.
The next dance, performed by Maha Owaisi and Monica Gomek, is called Basant Pallavi. The opening verse describes Lord Krishna, who with a peacock feather on his hair plays his flute to enchant his devotees. It is the time for lovers to meet and rejoice, and those who have been deserted in love to languish in the pain of separation. Spring blossoms forth anyway, like a majestic elephant through the forest. The Sanskrit word pallavi means a vine, and like a creeping vine that twists and winds its way up the tree, this dance and music shows complex variations. The abstract and musical sections of the dance weave images of flowers and blossoms into a depiction of the springtime mood. Pallavi in Raga Basant and Tala Ektali. Choreography is by Guru Mayadhar Rao and our very own Ranjanandi.
India was the founding home of Kathak, a highly sophisticated classical performing art requiring extensive knowledge and practice of dance, drama, music, and rhythm. Kathak is the only dance form out of the 8 main Indian classical dance forms which is a fusion of the aesthetic ideals of both the Hindu and the Muslim cultures. Kathak relies on its distinctive pirouettes and complex, quick-footed patterns to draw attention from the audience with a graceful arm and hand movement. The costume of a Kathak dancer differs greatly from that of a Bharatanatyam or Odissi dancer. A Kathak dancer wears a tight-fitting pant with long pleated tunic. The bells adorning their ankles come in higher numbers and are strung on a rope.
Meghna Banerjee and Leena Shah will be performing Hamsadwani Tarani, a piece composed by George Rucker and choreographed by Gretchen Hayden. Contrasting the beauty and power of Kathak, this joyous piece highlights all four key elements of Kathak: Tayari, or technical prowess; Laikari, or deep understanding of rhythm; Khubsurti, or beauty; and Nazakat, or delicate nuance. Displaying rhythmic complexity with distinctive and intricate footwork, grace, and chakkars, or pirouettes, it is set to theme tal in Rag Hamsadwani. Sorry, there's been a technical mistake, so they'll be performing a slightly different one for now.
Kathak Yoga was innovated by the late Pandit Chitresh Das. He was inspired by the great sadhus who meditated while balancing heavy rocks in the Himalayas and sought to create a challenging practice through which dancers could unite the mind, body, and spirit. The Kathak dancer must balance complex rhythms and techniques through footwork, expression, grace, and singing in tal, all while playing an instrument. The physically challenging exercise requires tremendous mental focus and becomes meditation in motion. Tonight, the dancers, Alina Shah and Meghna Banerjee, will recite a constantly repeating 16-beat time signature known as a theme tal, all while using their feet to explore the jatis, ending with a tihai, a rhythmic pattern which repeats itself 3 times.
Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Hari Krishna, Hari Rama, Shri Radhe Govinda, Yashoda Ke Lalana, Nahi Omanata, Shyama Sundara, Murali Manhora, Kaustava Manidara, Murali Adhara Hara, Mukuta Kundala Dara, Shankar Chakradhara, Gopala Giridhara, Pitambaradhara, Rajadhara, Rajadhara, Natavara, Nagara. Shri Krishna, omniscient, eternal child God. Lord Krishna, Lord Rama, Radha's cowherd Lord. Never obeying child of Yashoda, beautiful Shyam, captivating flute player, wearing Vishnu's gem Kaustubha, flute on his lower lip, bedecked with crown and earrings, carrying a conch and chakra. Shepherd who lifts the mountain, clad in yellow. O Lord, Lord of Braj, foremost of dancers, quintessential lover. Kathak is rooted in storytelling, where one dancer portrays all animate and inanimate objects as well. Masculine and feminine energies are portrayed as well. This beautiful concept is called Ardhanarishwara, a synthesis of these energies of the universe. Earlier tonight, we saw Lord Krishna as a young man charming his beloved. Now we will see Krishna as a mischievous little boy playing his flute on the banks of the Jamuna River in Kaliyadama, composed and choreographed by the late Pandit Chitresh Das and performed by Megma Banerjee and Alina Shah. Set to Teen Tal, Kaliyadaman is set to the rags Kalavati and Jodkhans. Upon discovering a wooden ball, Krishna calls out to all his friends and plays Keep Away until suddenly he accidentally throws the ball into the river where the demon snake Kaliya lives. Krishna's friends beg him not to retrieve the ball, but brave and arrogant Krishna promises to get it back. Does Krishna succeed? Let's find out.
are a beautiful and expansive form of storytelling and expression. I hope you enjoyed tonight's performances. I would like to introduce tonight's artists, beginning with Bhavya Pant with Hindustani vocals. Kavya Ram and Maya Dhamsik. Our Odissi dancers are Maha Oisi and Monica Bomek. Our dancers are Elena Shah and Meghna Banerjee. Ranjana Devi on the stage.
Ranjana ji has helped us tremendously in getting this organization set up and in coordinating this showcase. And for that, we are extremely grateful. She has opened so many doors for us, for artists within the 5 colleges to use their talents to express their love for the classical arts. For that, thank you so much, Ranjana ji.
Thank you all for coming. It's been almost 40 years for me to be in the Valley and to promote Asian dance, especially classical Indian dance and classical Indian music. So currently I'm the Director for Asian Arts and Culture Programmers. Many of you have come, and if you haven't come to some of our events, you've missed a great deal. And I hope you will take care and not miss any more, because next year is fantastic with wonderful dance and people like Zakir Hussain coming back to us. So, but to that, the girls have done their own work and they are beautifully trained. Each one of them has contributed tremendously. Yes, I've guided them, because doing a show on your own is not easy. Or for dance, it is very complicated. They need so many people to help them to get everything moving very smoothly. But they themselves are treasures that we have in the 5 colleges. So I hope that when next time they perform, that you will all be there. And congratulations to all of them for doing a marvelous performance.
I want to thank Melissa Cleary of the Old Chapel for letting us use your gorgeous space. On sound, thank you to Sean, Jonathan, and Brenda for working with us. Justin, sorry. Thank you, Justin. I want to thank Kaylee and Somak on cameras. I want to thank Jonathan for taking video for us. I want to thank Krishna and Vidhi for helping us decorate. Dadambari and Aparmita for guiding us tonight. And also thank you, Melinda Nielsen, for coming. And thank you to our audience for supporting the classical arts.